Lueroi's Pokemon Diamond and Pearl walkthrough, Part 84. Okay, so we've defeated the entire Elite Four, and that is great, but that does not mean we are done. We still have one more battle. It's the Sinnoh Pokemon League Champion, and if we want to become the champion of Sinnoh, we're going to have to defeat this trainer, so let's find out who it is right now. And you may recognize her, you may not, but it is Cynthia. Yep, the person that's been following us around for a while during the game. She is the champion of all of Sinnoh, and we are ready to take her on because we've done training throughout the entire game, and we are ready to become the Pokemon League champion. So let's get this battle started. Okay, so Cynthia is a very, very powerful trainer. She has a full team of 6 Pokemon. She doesn't train a specific type of Pokemon, but she just has a whole ton of really powerful Pokemon. She starts out with Spiritomb. Now, the thing about Spiritomb, it does not have a single typing weakness. None at all. So you're just going to have to hit it with your strongest possible attacks. And for me, it's going to be Empoleon's Surf, because I think that's going to do the most damage. Not to mention, Empoleon can probably take most of Spiritomb's hits fairly well. Alright, we're going to get a critical hit to start off the battle, so that's good. And it's going to use Silver Wind. Now, one scary thing about Silver Wind, it has a small chance of raising all of Spiritomb's stats up 1 level, which would definitely not be good if that happened to you. But luckily it didn't happen to us, and we're going to be able to knock it out with 1 more Surf. So Spiritomb went by pretty easily, but, you know, really just the scary thing about it is that it has no weaknesses, and it can take all your hits pretty dang well. So Spiritomb really didn't give us too much trouble, which is good, but it's just nice to have it out of the way. Okay, so she's going to send out her Gastrodon next, and Gastrodon is a water and ground type Pokemon, which means that it's 4 times weak to grass, so Miss Magus is definitely the best option right now. Here are a look at Gastrodon's moves, and as you can see, it does know some pretty powerful moves, but hopefully Magical Leaf does enough damage to knock it out in 1 or 2 turns, because, like I said, it's 4 times weak, but then again, Gastrodon has some nice, defenses and HP, so yeah, Magical Leaf's not even going to do half, which is not good. And there's Muddy Water, which is its really powerful water-type move. And one annoying thing about Muddy Water, it can even lower your accuracy. Now, that's not really too big of a deal right now because Magic Leaf is automatically hits every time, but it can get annoying if you don't have a perfect accuracy move. Okay, so... Oh, wow, critical hit. Okay, that was perfect. So now we don't have to get knocked out with another Muddy Water, which is good because we will definitely want to keep Miss Magus around for the rest of the battle. Okay, so, I mean, critical hits is what it took to knock out the first 2 Pokemon, but hey, we're going to take all the luck we can get with this fight, because that's exactly what we're going to need. A lot of luck. Okay, so next is her Roserade. Now, Roserade, if you remember way back in the second gym battle against Gardenia, she had a Roserade. Now, yeah, this is the same Pokemon, only it's about, what, 45 levels or so ahead? Yeah, this one is all the way up at level, let's see here, 60. And yeah, most of Cynthia's Pokemon actually are above 60, so, I mean, this isn't even her strongest one, but yet again, it's, like, way ahead of all of our Pokemon. So, it is a very strong special attacker, and it's quite fast, and it can take special hits really well. But even though Ice Beam is special, it's probably my best option, because I can take all of Roserade's hits decently well with Empoleon, but then again, I mean, Energy Ball did a ton of damage, so I'm probably going to get knocked out here, which I'm afraid of. So, I don't think I really want to stick around because I'm really going to need Empoleon later, so I'm going to switch here. And the question is what to switch to, because there's not really much that can take its hits really well, so... Okay, let me think about this. I do not want to mess this up here because I don't want to have to start over the battle, because that would be bad. I really have to think long and hard about this. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take out Empoleon because I don't want it to die. I'm going to bring in Drapion. Now, I don't really know why. I think it can take... Roserade's hits pretty well, but mainly I just want to send something in so that Empoleon doesn't get killed. And I'm going to have to think a little harder about how I'm going to finally knock this thing out, because I'm kind of just putting in Drapion to, like, kind of, I don't want to say sacrifice it, but that's basically what I'm doing. But I guess, actually, yeah, let me just do this. I'm going to heal up my Pokemon, because that's probably a pretty good idea. Now, what I just did there was healed up Empoleon with a Hyper Potion, so now he can come in and hopefully, well, after Drapion gets killed here. So yeah, I kind of sacrificed it so I could heal up Empoleon, which is what you have to do sometimes. But now Empoleon's full on health and hopefully ready to take out Roserade. So, I don't know, you might think that's kind of cheap, but, you know, it's definitely a good strategy you can use because, you know, it's not really that cheap considering I lost my Drapion completely. So, yeah, now Empoleon's full on health though, so it's kind of a fair trade-off, I think. Okay, so I'm just going to go with Ice Beam again, and luckily it's going to use Extrasensory, which is a Psychic-type move. Now, I was kind of banking on it not using Energy Ball again, and I got kind of lucky. I knew it wasn't going to use any of its Poison-type moves or anything, because those wouldn't work at all. So, you know, sometimes you just have to get lucky with Cynthia using the wrong moves. So Ice Beam is going to do a lot of damage, but she's probably going to use a full restore. So, that means we're probably going to have to get... Oh, she's going to switch out. So, okay, I wasn't really expecting that, but she's going to Lucario, which is just like Maylene's Lucario. It's that really nasty attacking, fighting, and steel type, and it has a lot of special attack and physical attack, and as you saw back there, a ton of really powerful moves. Now, unfortunately, Ice Beam won't even do a lot of damage even with the critical hit, because it's not very effective. So it looks like, actually, I'm pretty sure Aura Sphere, its strongest fighting type attack, will knock out Empoleon. So I'm going to switch out, just to be safe, even though it could use a different move, but just to be on the safe side, I'll send in Miss Magus. And, okay, it did use Aura Sphere, and that doesn't affect it, so that worked out pretty well. So I'm pretty sure Lucario is actually faster than me, but... I think, let's see, what to do. Alright, I got an idea. So, I'm pretty sure Lucario is going to outspeed me and knock me out, so I know I'm going to die anyways, so I'm going to heal up that little bit that, Empoleon lost, while Lucario knocks me out here. And then, I'm going to switch it over to Avian, which I'll do right now that Hamlet's down. So, we'll switch back over to Avian. And, yeah, I guess we get the Intimidate on it, but that's not really the idea here. Because, I mean, it still has special attacks anyways, so, I mean, I guess it's good for some of its moves like Earthquake. But, really, it's not that big of a deal right now. Now, hopefully I can take the Psychic, because I want to get a close combat off on Lucario. Now, I'm pretty sure I will be able to take it with a little bit of health left. And, oh, 4, so that was really cutting it close there, but we're able to get the close combat on it. So... let's just see how much that does, because, I mean, I really just don't know. Lucario doesn't have the greatest defenses, but it was still able to take it decently well. And now it looks like Avian's going to go down with another shot here, so I think, do I want to heal up, or do I want to switch, or what? I'm not sure. Well, I know if I heal up, it's just going to knock me out again because my defenses got lowered, so I think I'm just going to try to close combat and let it kill me. And I think that's really the best option here, because I know it'll knock out anything that comes in pretty much. So let's see what happens. Oh, she's going to use a full restore. Okay, so that means I'll be able to get another close combat off on it. And if it critical hits, that'd be great, but I doubt that's going to happen. But I guess it's just going to put it right back to where it was, pretty much. Wow, I really wasn't expecting her to do that, because it wasn't really in the red completely, but... okay, so now it's pretty much the same thing, but it has a little bit more, which I guess that's not better, but it doesn't really make too much of a difference. I don't know, let's see if she does something dumb again. I don't know. Okay, Dragon Pulse is going to knock me out, and that's fine. I don't know if I'm going to try to bring back Avian later or what, but I don't know. For now, I think I'm going to have to go to Rapidash and take one of its hits and finish it off with a Fire Blast. Now, Lucario does know Earthquake, but I don't think it would knock me out if it used it, because I lowered its defense with the Intimidate. So I guess that is nice. And Dragon Pulse definitely won't knock me out, because Rapidash has good enough special defense to take it, or at least live it. And yeah, with 43 hit points, so Fire Blast is going to hit, which is great, and that should knock out the Lucario. Let's see if it does. I mean, there's no reason it shouldn't, really. It is super effective. And yeah, it's going to take it out, so that's perfect. We got the Lucario out of the way, even though we had to sacrifice Avian in order to do it, but that's fine, because as long as we're getting the stuff out of the way, it's all good. Okay, so she's going to send out her Milotic next, and Milotic is a very, very, very tough Pokemon, because it's really hard to knock out. So it's going to be really tough to actually put damage on the thing. I mean, it's almost, it's not probably as hard as the Bronzong we fought, but it's definitely Cynthia's hardest Pokemon to knock out. Now what I'm doing right now, I'm going to use a Max Revive on Staraptor, because I have a few, and I definitely want to use them, because I need Staraptor back if I'm going to be able to deal with this Milotic. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, I'm not sure what it's going to take, but all I know is Fahrenheit's going down right now, and Milotic is going to have to be something I deal with when we return next. So stay tuned for part 2.